Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus.
Hey guys, it's Shauna here. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with another video. So today I'm so excited. The moment has finally arrived where I baked my Christmas cake. You guys probably already know if you watched my first video. That video was entitled Presoaked Fruits for Jamaican Christmas Cake. I think that's what it was entitled. But please go ahead and watch that video if you haven't already, and then you'll get to see the initial process of, you know, soaking the fruits before actually baking the cake. All right guys, so let's get right into this video. So first off, my pre-soaked fruits was in this dish right here, and then I just literally dumped it out into this container here, and this is what it looks like. The smell, you guys, the scent is amazing, and it's not even in the oven as yet. So I literally just dump it out in here, and I'm gonna save this container here because there's still some little juice in there. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my eggs. I'm gonna break my eggs. This is 12 eggs, so I'm gonna use all 12 eggs. I'm hoping to get about 3 cakes. That's my goal. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that much though, but we'll see. This container, I have 12 eggs, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out the eye of the egg. You know that little white part? That little white part that is attached to the egg, because I don't like to bake with that part in the egg. All right guys, so it's all done. All the eye is out, and then just to cut the rawness of the egg, I'm just gonna add some lemon juice to it. I'm mixing up the egg, and now I'm gonna add my lemon juice. Just gonna add a pinch of lemon juice just to cut the rawness. There you go guys, that should do the trick. Gonna mix it all in, just like that. And there you go guys, mix it all in. That's what 12 eggs looks like. All right, so that is finished for now. Now I'm gonna dump my butter, which is 2 cups of butter. Just gonna dump it out. I also have with me 2 cups of brown sugar. I'm just gonna dump it all in here along with the butter. So what I've just added is another 2 cups of sugar. And then I'm just gonna mix this all out together. You're welcome, you guys, to use a mixer if you have one. And this is what it's looking like, you guys. As you can see, the texture, it's nice and smooth and creamy. So I'm gonna add some vanilla extract in here. I'm gonna add some vanilla. Just gonna mix it in a little. Gonna add 2 cups of red label wine. So 2 cups of red label wine. This is 1 cup of white rum. Gonna dump my egg out. Gonna mix everything together. It's smelling good, you guys. I'm just gonna let this stay right here. And then next, you guys, I'm gonna put together my dry ingredients. So if you look in here, this is the fruits that I have pre-soaked before. So these are the fruits that I'm gonna be using. Look how rich it looks. It's nicely soaked, and I know it's gonna taste even better. So in this container, I have 5 cups of flour. And then in this container, I have all my spices. Here I have 2 teaspoons of nutmeg. I have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I have 1 teaspoon of salt. I have 5 teaspoons of baking powder. And it's all mixed in here. So I'm just gonna dump it with the flour and then mix it all in. Mix it all in with the flour. At the end, I'll look at the texture and the consistency and to see if I need to add anything else. I'm not using any water to mix the cake. I'll be using the white rum and the Jamaican red label wine to mix the cake. There's no water in there. So now I'm gonna add my flour to that container here, to this container with my wet ingredients. Just gonna dump it all out. Oh, you guys, I can already tell this is gonna taste amazing. It might take a while for you to get it all in, to get it all mixed in, but that's okay. So I just preheat the oven to 330 degrees Fahrenheit. That way I can get it nice and ready for when the cake needs to go in. So now you guys, this is nicely mixed out. Just gonna show you what it looks like right now. So I'm just gonna put the cake mixture together with the fruits that I have here, the pre-soaked fruits, and then mixed it all in. I'm just gonna use the bigger container to do it, just because it seems like it's a lot of product. I'm gonna use a spatula to get rid of the rest of the ingredients out of here. The spatula usually makes it a lot easier to get out all of the ingredients. And now I'm gonna dump all the fruits out into this. I'm gonna use the spatula to scrape out the rest of the ingredients. I'm not trying to waste anything, you guys. Like I said, these ingredients are expensive. Christmas cake is not cheap, or fruit cake is not cheap. So you gotta make sure you get all the ingredients out so you can maximize on the cake. All right, so I've poured all the ingredients out. So now we're just gonna mix it all together. The mixing process can actually take some time. So just take your time and get it all mixed in. It'll be all worth it in the end. I still need to add my browning just to give the cake a little bit color, make it a little bit darker. But it's not necessary that you do if you don't mind your cake lighter. So I've just added some brown into that, and it really depends on how dark you like your cake. Gonna add a little bit more. All right, guys, I think this batter is finished mixing. Look at the consistency, you guys. This is amazing. This is perfect. Perfect. And then now I'm pretty much gonna dump it in the containers. Okay, so I'm just gonna grease the tin like this with the batter. Just like this, you guys. Nice and greased it. So this is what this looks like. This is what it looks like, guys, after it's finished greasing. This is what it looks like. And then this is what it looks like. So now I'm gonna slightly put some flour. And I'm just gonna swift it around inside the container, just like this. Gonna do the sides. Like I said, guys, this helps to prevent it from sticking. And I'm gonna do the same thing for these ones as well. Not too much flour. You just wanna do it lightly. I'm just gonna dump the cake in the baking container, and then I'm gonna put the cake in the oven. All right, guys, let's dump that in. And this is it. So I'm just gonna put them in the oven. As you can see, it's a very nice amount. It's almost full. There you go. It's almost full to the top, but not completely. And there you go. I still have some leftovers, so I'm just gonna scrape it into a different container and use this as the testing cake. The oven is already preheated to 330 degrees Fahrenheit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in. But before I do that, I'm gonna put some water in this baking tray and put it in at the bottom of the oven. That way it can keep the cake nice and moist. The timer is on and the timer is set, and now I'm just waiting. Don't worry, stay tuned, guys, for the end result. It's gonna be amazing. All right, guys, I think the cake is ready. I'm just gonna test the middle of it. Perfect. Perfect, you guys. I think it's finished, you guys. It's all done. Perfect. So this is a great way of knowing if your cake is finished baking. If you test the middle of it, you can use a toothpick, you can use a knife, or you can use something else and just poke it in the middle, and if cake comes up, then that means it probably needs a little bit more time, unless that's your preference. But usually it should be nice and dry. Alright guys, the cake is all covered up, so I'll see you in a bit when the cake is cold to show you the next step. Now comes my favorite part of this video. This is the part where I get to taste this cake. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna open it up. It's all finished cooling. And I'm just gonna open them up. It smells amazing. In a container, I am gonna add some red label wine, some Jamaican white rum, just to sprinkle over the top of the cake. Not too much, you guys, just a tiny bit. Alright guys, this is literally what it looks like. So I'm just gonna use my little brush here and just use it to marinate the top part of the cake. This will help to keep the moisture in. You can also use a spray bottle if you have one instead of the brush, but either one is fine. This is what it looks like after I sprinkle some of the wine and the rum on top of it. Look how beautiful the color is. Nice and beautiful, not too dark and not too light. Just gonna go ahead and cut the tester cake and try a piece of it. It's so moist, you guys. Look at this moisture. It's so moist. Like you can even just break it. It's so moist and soft. This is so good, you guys. This is really good. That's it. This is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this cake, and let me know what ingredients you use to make your Christmas cake. See you next time. Bye.